Grant, a 1-1 draw here against Bradford City. What was your verdict on the game as a whole?
I'm really disappointed we've drawn the game. To be honest, I thought first half we were outstanding in terms of how we played. As I just said to the boys in there, and I'm always honest, and I always come out and tell you what I told the players anyway. And we need to get to that point, and we will do. We will do at some point where when we've got teams on the rope, we need to kill them off. And we had them on the rope in the first half. We passed around them, angles, spaces we exploited. I thought we were very good first half, very, very good on a shocking pitch, as you can see. In fact, this pitch is actually better than Walsall's pitch from Saturday, just because it's a little bit flatter. But yeah, it was a really good performance from his first half, and I said to the lads, listen, you know you're going to get a reaction. There will be a reaction from Graham's teams. They're combative. They go long. They look to switch the play. They try to cross, and they were only waiting for that one moment. But we had some good opportunities that, again, we should have scored and had chances to score in the second half. And I'm disappointed. Any other time you come to Bradford away here, it's actually a decent point. But I'm just disappointed for the way we've played tonight. All we've taken is a point from the game.
It does feel a bit like 2 points dropped, and that actually your performance merited more.
Yeah, I think the team is performing to a really good level at the moment. I said after the game against Walsall, we performed well on that day. We just didn't have that killer instinct again, and maybe that was a little bit like tonight as well. That we just didn't kill the game off. When we equalised at Walsall on Saturday, I'm thinking, right, let's go and win the game. And I just said to the boys, look, you need to get to a point where you can just go again and score again and create again and be better, and I said to him, we'll get to that point. We will get to that point. And frustrated a wee bit.
There's two sides in which you went about your business tonight. It's one thing to stifle Bradford, and we'll come on to that in just a sec, but some of the patterns of play, particularly that first half, I'm thinking of a move between Bailey, Craig and Adelican down the left hand side. Well, brilliant, really. And it's got to this stage now, hasn't it? It's been kind of a long time coming. Yeah,
the players are in good form, at this moment in time. I know we had a setback at Walsall on Saturday, and I held my hands up. We got that wrong as a staff. That was on us. We certainly got that wrong in that moment of switching a set play, switching a marker at a set play, and it's cost us. Tonight, we got everything right. I felt, apart from that last bit, that killer edge, that other goal, that second goal that would have most certainly won us the game, I'd have felt. It just didn't come our way, and unfortunately we get done of that's just a cross into the box, and somehow Tyler Smith, I know Tyler, I've signed him twice, it's what he does. People like that, you got to be marking, but we just didn't get to that moment, and we had some good moments second half as well where we should have scored, really. Balls flashing across the box, Molyneux, Hacks putting great balls in. But ultimately, look, our lack of killer instinct there and the good moments that we've had, and I said this to the boys, has actually not helped us win this game today and tonight, and we have to go away with a point. It
seemed to turn on that save. It was a stunning save. Maxwell scored it as sweet as you like. Not quite as good as your volley in training the other week, but and then from then they just gained confidence, really.
Yeah, he did. I think James was actually, once he hit it, he was running backwards. I think he was thinking he was going to hit the top of the stand. I think he surprised himself, to be honest. No, it was a tremendous strike and good save from the goalkeeper. But yeah, it's just, I'm really gutted. I'm gutted for the way we've played tonight again, and we've come away with a point.
Are you happy with how you've responded, though, to the Walsall game, result aside?
Yeah, there was no throwing our toys out the pram after the defeat at Walsall. We just got back on the training ground. We focused on this game. We tried to put a plan in place. We knew that they'd play with a three sort of white box and two wing backs and Cook. So we wanted to wait for their number 10s to jump and play through them. We did it really well first half, and Bales and Matty and Big O were excellent at it in terms of receiving balls in between the lines and trying to get Molyneux and Hakeeb and Joe in between. So second half it came a wee bit more even. They pushed, they went for a wee bit more. We still had opportunities, but ultimately we just didn't kill them off in the first half.
To frustrate the home crowd and their players to the extent that you did must have been music to your ears for most of that game.
Yeah, but it's a tough place to come. They don't lose many here. They don't concede many goals. It is a tough place to come, but we should be coming away with 3 points today. We haven't, and credit to Bradford, they've found that moment and they've scored. But from our point of view, I can only speak about my team, and what I said to the players is you need to find that crucial clinical edge and that killer edge, and that when you've got people on the ropes, you need to keep them on the ropes, and that's probably what let us down today.
Molyneux and his goal and justification for selecting him, I guess. What do you make of how that's gone, really?
I felt that there was good performances all over the team today without naming any individual. It's a good goal. Joe's obviously won the header, and it's a clever little pass from Bigo, and a good finish from Moles. But I think the team performance was the big thing tonight, making sure that everyone performed to their levels, and we done that for the main.
When you're only making one change, I mean, you did it at Walsall, Kyle scores, you do it tonight, Luke scores. What's that like as a manager, really?
Oh well, look, we've got good options now. I'm having to leave Tom Nixon, Jay McGrath, George Broadbent off the bench tonight, and them things don't get any easier as a manager. They're good problems to have, but I still get butterflies in my stomach about leaving people out before a game. It's just the way I am. I know that I'm letting people down, but ultimately they know they're very much part of this team, and in a heartbeat they could be in the team, never mind on the bench. So it's nice dilemmas to have, and everybody's fighting for a place. But
then what feeling do you get when the players that you do give the opportunity to reward you?
Yeah, that's ultimately what you want to do, don't you? Look, Kyle Hurst, very good player. Molyneux's been excellent for us this season. Hakib's in good form. Billy Waters, Max Biamu on the bench. We've got options now, and the pitch just got heavier and heavier and heavier as the game went on. It became a wee bit more of an even Steven sort of game, and I'm just pleased with the reaction for some of the boys tonight, the performance for the boys, but obviously not the fact that we've come away with a point.
Considering the pitch, it wasn't such a, it was a better game of football than the pitch suggested it might be.
Yeah, we sort of knew that it would be flat. Particularly it hasn't rained for a couple of days, so the groundsmen have done well to get it to this stage from where it was and what I've seen on Saturday. So previously we were here, I think it was in January time sometime, and the pitch was not dissimilar, so we knew what we were coming into.
Are there any injuries? Because you got 3 that night and didn't look like any tonight.
No, there was just, I don't know what the referee was doing first half. I think he was booking everyone for any tackle,
including you.
Yeah, and then second half he calmed himself down. So it's like, yeah, it's just frustrating. I think if he sets off in that sort of manner, then continue it. There's no point of 7 yellow cards and Graham Alexander booked the second half. I mean, it was just ridiculous. Some of the decisions ridiculous, but I know he's a good referee, Lee, but sort of way get out of control.
But for both managers to be booked, and from where we were in the stand, didn't see a crossword between you and Graham.
No, I think,
very strange.
Look, I shouldn't have raised my arms. I think that's what it was. You know what I mean? But you get frustrated on the sideline for little things. I think it might have been Harrison Biggins got booked for a yellow for kicking the ball away when the ball landed to him. I mean, he had a split second to stop, and he just kicked it. And then they did the same on the other end, where the ball got played through, and I think it might have been Tyreek Wright scored. And I just said to him, is that not kicking the ball away? So that's where the consistency lets us down a little bit.